let's say hypothetically, man who's never listened to Taylor Swift before in his entire life made a tier list of every single Taylor Swift song without listening to it. But no, I wasn't going to stop there. I went into the DMs of every Taylor Swift fan I knew. I went to r/Taylor Swift. And to say people called me stupid for my opinion, that would be an understatement. Why? Because I was bored. Spoilers for Persona 4, I'm just like Toro Adachi. Except instead of throwing people in TVs, I made a tier list for an artist that I don't listen to. You see, this is where I'd put the footage of me building the tier list, if I had any. Somewhere along the line of pressing the record button and unpressing the record button, I lost it. It got lost. So I'm going to summarize what was said during the recordings of this little adventure I went on.
Whoa! That's like a dozen songs! She needs to find a hobby! The man! God tier song by name alone! This song is 10 minutes long. That's too long for a song. Instant bottom of the barrel song. Worst song ever. I'm freaking out, man! What the heck is... Vigilante shit. When Batman on the toilet. Who the hell is Tim McGraw? That's not a name of a song, that's just a dude. 22, that's not a name, that's just a number. That's just a number.
Red.
Why, Yoda? You're a fan of Mitski, aren't you? You like Mitski. I bet you do. My favorite song on Mitski's discography is Washing Machine Heart. But nobody, oh boy, that's a close second, nobody actually got me to listen to Mitski. See, first it was Nobody, and I thought, whoa, that's a pretty damn good song. Then I went and visited Mitski's rest of her discography, and I just fell in love with Washing Machine Heart. The use of actual washing machine sounds interwoven with the song, mwah, chef's kiss. Phenomenal listen, I highly recommend. I'm a bit of a Mitski man. The song is invisible, then how come I can listen to it? Call it what you want. Okay, that song's name is Dave. Mid. You're all mid. Beaches don't have snow on them, you silly little creature.
And I will say, the results have not been disappointing. Let's start with Reddit. Unfortunately, it was taken off r/Taylor Swift, so I put it in r/tier lists. That worked. Apparently, 2,000 people have seen this. August is a masterpiece. And then a Facebook mom gif calling me stupid. This is really awful. I know. Bad Blood is bottom 3 songs of all time. And now they're disagreeing with each other, which is great. A based old school Swiftie. I'm not even new school. Wow, this is awesome. I disagree with you on probably 80% of these, but it's really cool that you did this. I'm going to slap you. But then, and this is the funniest shit I've ever seen. Some notes. Finally, somebody who doesn't hate me. It's not my favorite, but it's not as bad as everyone says. I am fascinated by the fact that most of Folklore isn't awful or horrendous. This is my opinion, it's her best album. Cruel Summer and Death by a Thousand Cuts being an S tier is so true. Wow, and you like This Is Why We Can't Have Nice Things. So many Swifties. So having you like most songs from Evermore is such a great album. All Too Well, 10-minute version being horrendous. It's a crime. It's probably a little overrated, but it's still super good. Overall, it's 10 minutes long. I'm not a big fan of most of Red. Give me a break. Not at all my favorite, but I have a lot more songs I enjoy. Before this year, so there's 6 now Vault tracks and 5 1989 Vault tracks that you haven't listened to. To make the Taylor Swift fans happy, I'm going to listen to one Taylor Swift song that's not Bad Blood, because looking back on it, Bad Blood is the only Taylor Swift song I knew. Okay, Final thoughts. I would totally do the fight scene from Kingsman, the one with the church where he's killing people. I'd kill a bunch of people with that song. It's actually pretty catchy. I take back everything I said on Taylor Swift. Apart from the 10-minute long song, that's 10 minutes too many, man. But of course, that's not the only place I put this tier list. I did, however, put my my tier list in my friend's Discord server. Just say the conversation wasn't very civil. How many of these puns did we make? Enough to the point I ran out and just said Tim McGraw. Poor Gotchi Balls. That's so threatening. Why did I just say DMs? But I think the funniest thing to come out of this by far was this screenshot. Fuck you mean what? You agree? I was at a complete loss of words. But I learned a very valuable lesson from this whole Taylor Swift experiment. And it's that, you know that little thing about the monkeys with typewriters, if they start mashing random keys, then they eventually write the works of Shakespeare. Well, I just did that with a tier list. I'm the monkey, I mash buttons on my keyboard, and I got a tier list that a surprisingly large amount of people agreed with. So, a broken clock is right twice a day. That's the lesson I learned. That and the power of friendship!